Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jennifer, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Elizabeth. How are you doing today, Elizabeth?
I'm doing great, thanks. Today's topic is one that's sure to spark curiosity and imagination. Do you think aliens exist? This question has fascinated humans for centuries, and it's something that science, philosophy, and popular culture have all tried to answer. We're going to explore the evidence, the theories, and the big what-ifs surrounding the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
Absolutely. The idea of aliens, whether they're intelligent beings or simple microbial life, has captured our imaginations for generations. We'll be diving into the scientific arguments for and against the existence of aliens, as well as looking at how the idea of extraterrestrial life has influenced our culture and the way we think about our place in the universe.
Before we dive in, I just want to remind everyone to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're here to explore big questions and offer thoughtful discussions on a variety of fascinating topics.
And if you've been enjoying our content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your support really helps us keep creating these videos for you.
So, Jennifer, let's start with the big question. Do you think aliens exist? This is a question that scientists, philosophers, and even ordinary people have been debating for a long time. There are a lot of different perspectives on this, so let's dive into some of the scientific evidence and theories first.
That's a great place to start. When we talk about the possibility of aliens, we're really talking about the potential for life beyond Earth. The universe is incredibly vast, with billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars and potentially even more planets. Given the sheer size of the universe, many scientists argue that it's statistically likely that life exists somewhere out there, even if we haven't found it yet.
Yes, the vastness of the universe is one of the main arguments in favor of the existence of extraterrestrial life. The idea is that with so many planets and stars out there, it seems unlikely that Earth would be the only place where life has developed. This is often referred to as the cosmic pluralism theory, the idea that life is not unique to Earth and that there could be other planets out there with life on them.
Definitely. One of the scientific approaches to finding extraterrestrial life is the search for exoplanets, planets that orbit stars outside our solar system. In recent years, astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets, some of which are in the habitable zone, where conditions might be right for life. This has fueled the hope that we might one day find signs of life on one of these distant worlds.
Yes, the discovery of exoplanets has been one of the most exciting developments in the search for extraterrestrial life. The idea that there could be other planets with conditions similar to Earth's raises the possibility that life could exist elsewhere. However, finding life, especially intelligent life, is still a huge challenge. Even if life exists on another planet, it might be very different from what we're familiar with, and detecting it might require new methods and technologies.
Absolutely. And while the search for exoplanets is promising, it's important to remember that life could also exist in forms that we don't currently understand. For example, some scientists have speculated that life could exist on moons like Europa or Enceladus, which have subsurface oceans beneath their icy crusts. These environments are very different from Earth's, but they could still potentially support life.
That's a great point. Possibility of life in extreme environments, whether it's on other planets, moons, or even in the harshest conditions on Earth, challenges our understanding of what life is and where it can exist. It's a reminder that life might be more resilient and adaptable than we currently know, which opens up even more possibilities for finding life beyond Earth.
Definitely. And while we're talking about the scientific search for extraterrestrial life, let's also consider the role of SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. SETI focuses on detecting signals or communications from intelligent civilizations elsewhere in the universe. So far, we haven't found any definitive evidence, but the search continues.
Yes, SETI is one of the most well-known efforts to find intelligent extraterrestrial life. The idea is that if there are other civilizations out there, they might be sending out signals like radio waves that we could potentially detect. However, the vast distances involved and the fact that we don't know exactly what we're looking for make this a challenging task.
Absolutely. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence raises a lot of interesting questions about what form that intelligence might take, how it might communicate, and whether we would even recognize it if we found it. It's a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, and we're only just beginning to explore the possibilities.
Yes, the unknowns are what make this topic so fascinating. And while we've discussed the scientific search for extraterrestrial life, it's also important to consider the philosophical and cultural impact of the idea that aliens might exist. Possibility of discovering extraterrestrial life raises big questions about our place in the universe and how we see ourselves as humans.
Definitely. The idea that we might not be alone in the universe has profound implications for how we think about humanity, our place in the cosmos, and even the meaning of life. If we were to discover that life exists elsewhere, it could change our perspective on everything from religion to science to our understanding of what it means to be human.
Yes, the discovery of extraterrestrial life would be one of the most significant events in human history. Could challenge our beliefs, reshape our understanding of the universe, and even influence our future. But even without definitive evidence, the possibility of aliens has already had a huge impact on our culture, from science fiction to movies to our collective imagination.
Absolutely. The idea of aliens has been a powerful force in popular culture, inspiring countless stories, movies, and theories. Whether it's the idea of benevolent visitors or terrifying invaders, aliens have captured our imaginations and allowed us to explore our hopes, fears, and dreams about the unknown.
Yes, science fiction has been a way for us to explore the possibilities of extraterrestrial life and what it might mean for us. From classics like War of the Worlds to modern films like Arrival, these stories have allowed us to imagine different scenarios and to think about how we might respond to the discovery of aliens.
Definitely. And while science fiction often focuses on the dramatic or fantastical aspects of alien encounters, it's also worth considering the more mundane possibilities, like the idea that extraterrestrial life might be simple, microbial organisms rather than advanced civilizations. Even the discovery of microbial life would be groundbreaking and would change our understanding of biology and the origins of life.
That's a great point. The discovery of even the simplest forms of life beyond Earth would be a major scientific breakthrough. It would raise new questions about how life begins, how it evolves, and how it might exist in environments very different from our own. It would also expand our understanding of the possibilities for life in the universe.
Absolutely. And while we're exploring these possibilities, let's take a moment to consider some of the arguments against the existence of extraterrestrial life. Despite the vastness of the universe, some scientists argue that the conditions necessary for life are so specific and rare that Earth might be unique in hosting life.
Yes, this is often referred to as the rare Earth hypothesis, the idea that the combination of factors that make life possible on Earth might be incredibly rare, making it unlikely that life exists elsewhere. These factors include things like the presence of water, a stable climate, the right chemical elements, and a protective atmosphere. If these conditions are rare, it might explain why we haven't found evidence of life elsewhere.
That's a compelling argument. The rarity of Earth-like conditions might mean that life is much less common than we might hope. However, it's also possible that life could exist in forms that don't require the same conditions as Earth, which would expand the possibilities for where we might find it.
Exactly. The diversity of life on Earth, including life forms that thrive in extreme environments, suggests that life could be more adaptable than we think. It's possible that life could exist in forms or environments that we haven't even considered yet, which is why the search for extraterrestrial life is so challenging and exciting.
Definitely. And while we're discussing the possibilities, it's also important to consider the role of skepticism. The lack of definitive evidence for extraterrestrial life has led some to argue that we should be cautious in our assumptions and that the burden of proof is on those who believe in aliens.
Yes, skepticism is a healthy part of any scientific inquiry. It's important to approach the search for extraterrestrial life with an open mind, but also with a critical eye. Until we have concrete evidence, it's important to be careful about jumping to conclusions or making assumptions based on wishful thinking.
Absolutely. Skepticism helps keep the search grounded in science and ensures that any claims are backed by solid evidence. However, it's also important to remain open to the possibilities and to continue exploring the unknown with curiosity and imagination.
Yes, the balance between skepticism and curiosity is what makes the search for extraterrestrial life so fascinating. It's a journey that requires both careful scientific inquiry and a willingness to explore new ideas and possibilities.
Definitely. And while we're exploring these ideas, let's take a call from one of our viewers who wants to share their thoughts on whether aliens exist. Let's take the call. Hi there, you're on the air with Jennifer and Elizabeth. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is David, and I'm calling from London, UK. I've been following your channel for a while, and I really appreciate the thoughtful discussions you have. This question about whether aliens exist really got me thinking, and I wanted to share my perspective.
Hi, David. It's great to hear from you. Thanks for calling in. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think aliens exist?
Well, I think it's definitely possible. The universe is so vast, and we've only explored a tiny fraction of it. The idea that we're the only life forms in such a huge universe seems unlikely to me. I think it's possible that there's life out there, maybe even intelligent life, but we just haven't found it yet. I also think that if we do find life, it might be very different from what we expect.
That's a great perspective, David. The vastness of the universe certainly leaves a lot of room for possibilities. Do you think we'll ever find definitive evidence of extraterrestrial life?
I think it's possible, but it might take a long time. We're still developing the technology and methods to search for life in other parts of the universe. I think it's important to keep looking and to stay open to the possibilities, but we also need to be patient. The universe is vast, and finding life might be like finding a needle in a haystack.
That's an excellent point, David. The search for extraterrestrial life is a long-term endeavor, and it requires both patience and perseverance. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you both so much. I really enjoyed the discussion. Have a great day.
You too, David. Take care.
Bye, David.
That was such a great call. It's always inspiring to hear different perspectives on the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
Yes, David's emphasis on the vastness of the universe and the need for patience really highlights the challenges and possibilities of the search for extraterrestrial life. It's a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, and we're only just beginning to explore them.
Absolutely. And while we've discussed a lot about the scientific and philosophical aspects of whether aliens exist, it's also important to consider the cultural impact of this question. The idea of aliens has been a powerful force in shaping our imaginations, our fears, and our hopes for the future.
Yes, the idea of aliens has had a huge influence on our culture, from movies and books to conspiracy theories and even religion. It's a topic that touches on some of our deepest questions about who we are, where we come from, and what our place is in the universe.
Definitely. The possibility of aliens challenges us to think about our own humanity in new ways. It raises questions about how we would interact with other forms of life, what we could learn from them, and how it would change our understanding of ourselves.
Yes, the discovery of extraterrestrial life could have profound implications for everything from science and philosophy to politics and religion. Could change the way we see ourselves and our place in the universe, and it could open up new possibilities for exploration and understanding.
Absolutely. And while we're exploring these big questions, it's important to remember that the search for extraterrestrial life is not just about finding aliens. It's also about expanding our understanding of life itself. It's about pushing the boundaries of what we know and exploring the unknown with curiosity and imagination.
Yes, the search for extraterrestrial life is a journey of discovery, not just about what's out there, but also about who we are and what we're capable of. It's a reminder that the universe is vast, mysterious, and full of possibilities.
Definitely. And for our viewers, if you're enjoying this conversation and finding these reflections on extraterrestrial life thought-provoking, make sure to like the video and share it with others. Your support really helps us continue to create content that explores the big questions of life and the universe.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got plenty more videos coming your way, covering everything from science to philosophy and beyond.
So, before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of today's discussion. We explored the question of whether aliens exist, looking at the scientific evidence, the philosophical implications, and the cultural impact of the idea of extraterrestrial life.
We also talked about the challenges and possibilities of finding extraterrestrial life, the role of skepticism, and the importance of keeping an open mind as we explore the universe. These are all important factors to consider as we continue our search for answers.
Remember, the question of whether aliens exist is not just about finding life beyond Earth. It's about expanding our understanding of life, the universe, and our place in it. Whether or not we ever find definitive evidence, the search itself is a journey of discovery that challenges us to think big and explore the unknown.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep asking big questions, stay curious, and never stop exploring the mysteries of the universe. You've got this.
We'll see you in the next video. Take care and keep looking up at the stars.
Bye for now.